What is the most important thing, maybe not the most important, but a really important thing when you see a really good spot to fish? Good morning, guys and girls. October 30, and it is cold. It is wintertime. Things have changed dramatically here in Oklahoma. 1 Peter 4:14. This is a good one. This is a good one because this has probably happened to just about every one of you out there who call Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior. 1 Peter 4:14 says, when people insult you because you follow Christ, you are blessed. Remember that. When people insult you because you follow Christ, you are blessed. And that's happening more today than ever before. More Christians are chastised. More Christians are under persecution. And we're not under persecution where we're getting killed, but we're under persecution. We're under persecution in social media. A lot of people say that we would have like 1 million followers on our Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube channel if we didn't profess Christ so much. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't really have any inclination of what Google's Christian values are or are not. But yeah, we get chastised a lot for being a Christian. We get chastised a lot for what we believe and the things we believe in, and it's just crazy. And young people are even more at a battle at that with their friends. That if they go to church, if they profess Christ as their Savior, they get chastised a lot. But listen to this right here: because you follow Christ, if your people insult you because you follow Christ, you are blessed. Remember that. You are blessed. Don't think about the problems, the chastisement. Okay, here's what I wrote about that, and this is a good one. The beer patch situation has been widely publicized in both Christian and non-Christian circles. The beer patch situation is in BASS. We had a company, a large brewery, a large beer company that everybody would recognize the name of, that came in and actually bought the biggest sponsorship ever, I guess, in BASS. And we were required, if we wanted to get points to go to the Classic or points to win another Angler of the Year title or fish some special elite tournaments that they had, we had to wear a beer patch on our tournament shirts. And you know I'm big into patches. You know I love them. We had to wear a beer patch on our tournament shirt. We had to put a beer decal on our boat. And I refused to do it. There was only a couple of us out of all the bad BASS guys out there at the top level that refused to do it. And I got chastised for it pretty hard. Most stories center around the points that I lost, the money I passed up, the chastisement that I received, or how I was hurt or penalized by not wearing that patch or placing the beer decal on my boat. What has been missed were all the blessings that my God has showered down because of it. You hear what I just said? What has been missed are all the blessings my God has showered down because of it. The publicity has given me even more opportunities to share the gospel than ever before. We've been in more churches and talked to more non-Christian sportsmen than ever before. Listen to this. This is a fact. There are men in heaven right now who made the important decision to accept Jesus during one of these events. Think about that. When we suffer, God has all the ability in the world to turn that into a great, great victory. So guys and girls, wear Christ proudly out there. Boast about the God that you serve. And when somebody says something bad, consider it a blessing, because it is. You are blessed and you will be blessed. Here's our tip for this week. This is how I tried to figure out how to make a little statement about that earlier. Always try to make your first cast to a target a perfect cast. In other words, you want your first cast to a target. And I'm a big believer in making multiple casts. I think when you make multiple casts, you actually catch more fish. And there are always, sometimes there's a fish in there. It's really, really hard to get him to bite. And if you make 4, 5, 6, 7 casts, you get that fish to bite. Also, there's usually a lot of fish in a spot, not just one. So if you make multiple casts, you might catch 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 fish in one spot. But always really be careful on that very first cast. If it's a really good looking spot, try to make the perfect cast. Look at your junction areas. Now, you don't need to sit there and study this for 5 minutes. This is all done just in a few seconds. Look at your junction areas, see where you're going to bring that bait, and try to make that perfect cast your very first throw. And if you do, you're probably going to catch more fish. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today, even if it's a cold one. Remember, I love you.